Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. Come with me, help me say. Turn your radio on. You gotta. Turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them up, Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man, oh man, oh man. I have to tell you this. How good is the God I serve? How amazing is he? Here it is. It is your determination and your effort. Listen to me carefully. It is your determination and your effort. I think that the average person, and I'm not knocking you, I just want you to hear me out. I think what stops the average person from becoming successful is that we don't realize the effort that it takes. And that's just truth. I found that to be so true in my life and my talking to people and meeting people and people are asking me questions about it and me trying to figure out the way myself. I don't think that you really can comprehend the effort that it takes to become successful. This is the thing that you have to wrap your mind around very quickly if you want to be successful on any level in any area. The dream is the beginning. Good Lord, let me tell you something. The determination and effort is massive. You cannot be overly concerned with sleep. If you are a person who is always concerned about sleep, get success out your mind. Ain't finna happen, partner. It's not finna happen. You cannot be that concerned about sleep. Now listen to me. You have to get your rest. But this was my philosophy. I'm just sharing you with how I did it. My philosophy was I stopped being concerned about sleep. I got my rest, but I got just enough to get back to it. And I got back on the grind to hop in the hustle. I got just enough rest so I could go and put forth some more effort. But listen to me. You cannot sleep a third of your life away and expect to become successful if you're not already successful. If you are asleep for 8 hours, that is a third of your day. You cannot be asleep a third of your life and expect to get successful. Now, after you get successful, you learn as you go to work smarter, not harder. So as you get successful, you may have 8 hours available to you. But on the way up there, I don't see how you can do it. I promise you I don't. Now, maybe somebody can come forward. I did it. Yeah. Probably lying, but okay, tell your story. Because everybody I know that's successful, that I've sat down and had real talks with, they wasn't concerned with sleeping. You cannot be concerned with sleeping if you want to be successful. How can this happen for you? Listen to me. The effort that it requires is massive. It's an all-out assault on your dream. Now you got to make an assault. It requires an all-out assault on it. And you can't be sleep and fight at the same time. You can't fight when you sleep. Man, I wish I could get y'all to understand this right here. Understand that the effort that is required to be successful will take everything you have. And when you think you've given your all, it's going to require some more. The quality of your chill is amazing. See, okay, listen to me. What is sitting around having a beer every day for? What is sitting around smoking weed for every day for? Well, come on, man. For real? But if you took that beer drinking, weed smoking, chill time and applied it to progressing yourself towards your dream, when you do carve out a vacation, guess where you'll be able to go? Guess what part of the world you can go see? Guess how you can chill now? Now, instead of you just driving every year, your family to family reunion, sit at the same picnic table, everybody pool their money in. 10 families don't never pool their money in. They down there eating like y'all eating. You got attitude because they side don't ever chip in enough. They down there eating extra potato salad, making plates. You down there arguing about this every year. For real, man? They ain't got the T-shirt money. They got the same T-shirt on. They ain't put in. Hey, really, man? So you want that to be it every year? Or do you want this year, I'm taking my family to New Orleans, or I'm taking my family to see the Grand Canyon. I'm taking my family down to the beach this year. Me and my family gonna go sightsee. We're gonna go ride a couple of rivers on Chicago. Me and my family gonna go skiing this year. Me and my family going out to L.A., man. We're gonna go out there for the weekend. You know, it can happen like that. But if you ain't working, listen to me. Average effort gets average results. See, ordinary effort gets ordinary results. But if you put forth an extra effort, see, the only difference between extraordinary and ordinary is one word. That's extra. If you do extra, you can take ordinary right on over to extraordinary. Do you understand? You have to have a massive assault on your dreams. Quit sitting up in here, man, trying to chill all the time. I'm sorry, man. I wish I could tell you another way, but it ain't one. I done talked to Jay-Z about this. I done talked to Samuel L. about this. I done talked to Sid about this. I have talked to the President of the United States. I've had a conversation with him about his effort. You look at this. You cannot become successful without effort. You cannot be concerned about sleep. Here's what I did. Now, you can take it from me or you can try it your way. But when you get through trying it, this is what you're going to have to do. I wasn't concerned about how much sleep I got. I just had to get my rest. And once I got enough rest to get up and get the task done, I got up. Somebody sent me a tweet the other day, a partner of mine. He said, I'm going to see if I can pull it up while I'm talking to you. But he just sent me a little sign. Just wasn't nothing, just a little something to say, hey, man, I ran across this. I thought about you, and I sent it to you. It said, no alarm clock needed. My passion wakes me. He said, no alarm clock needed. My passion wakes me. That's what you got to be about. You got to take that dream. You got to get passionate about it, and you got to get awake. And you got to get up and get at it. And you got to put forth a massive assault on your dream. Your effort has got to be extraordinary. If you put forth extraordinary, if you put forth extra effort, you go from ordinary to extraordinary. That's the deal. You think it's another way? If you got another way, could you please email it to me, steveharvey.com? Let me know so I can slow down some. I don't know no other way. All right.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me have your undivided attention. It's morning again. This is dedicated to people who lay claim to the fact that they are not morning people. I want you all to reconsider this affirmation. I want you to stop claiming it, because morning is a blessing. And hopefully you will see morning again tomorrow. So to claim not to be a morning person, but yet and still hopefully tomorrow comes, and this is something you're going to be upset about every single day, when in actuality it is a blessing. You should stop using your tongue to speak that negativity in your life and allow God to bless you the way he gonna bless you, instead of you saying, I'm not a morning person. We are all morning people. We are grateful that it's morning, and that's why this is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Not the later on in the afternoon show. This ain't the evening show. This is the morning show.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it on. Shirley Strawberry.
Oh, I'm a morning person. Good morning, Steve.
Carla Farrell.
Good morning. What's up, Steve? Hey, crew.
That damn Junior.
Man, it's morning time. Ha ha.
And the incomparable one, filled with more ignorance than allowable by law, Nephew Tommy.
Rise and shine, baby. Rise and shine. It is morning time.
Right there.
Well, it is. It's morning time, man. Just trying to enlighten people about the morning. You know, that's all.
Yeah.
Hump day.
Hump day is Wednesday, midweek.
Hump day.
Some people used to get up with the chickens, you know?
Hello.
Oh, man.
That's that
Sure.
real
If that
getting
wasn't
up.
my great
Shirley.
grandfather, man.
Shirley,
Ain't nobody. Ain't
Sorry,
nobody
do not
asking.
do
came
animal
out.
noises.
It just came
It is not what you do. No,
just
no,
came
seriously,
out.
no, it don't just come out, Shirley. You have to make a
did.
concerted effort to be a chicken.
Yeah,
that ain't nothing that just
was-
come out.
All your
Why do
animals.
you think that's your calling, Shirley?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
It just comes out.
But Shirley, why
I
does
don't
all
even
your
think
animals
about
sound?
it?
Why do all your animals sound wounded?
They sick.
They don't never sound normal.
That sounds like a sick rooster.
Sick. All these sick ass farm animals.
They don't sound
It just
healthy.
comes out. They don't sound healthy.
Dog like it sound like it been
Malnutrition.
shot.
Malnourished.
Your farm animals don't have a farmer.
Maybe that's what
Old
it is.
McDonald.
They can sound like they got mono.
silly.
You guys act like I have control over that. I
I don't know
don't.
where it comes from, but okay.
It just comes out. It
A
just
mess.
comes out.
You ever let one of your animals talk to your other animal? You ever do that?
Wow.
Now, if she doing that, we're going to have to call a doctor.
Yeah.
No, but he asked though. How crazy is that?
I did introduce him as more than the laws allow, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got
No.
that going on.
Man.
All right, listen. Coming up at 32 after the hour, guess who's in the building?
Who that?
The one and only Sister Odell. Right after this.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
With the chickens?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, we are back from Cancun, Mexico, and guess who decided to pay us a visit? The one and only Sister Odell in the building.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
Is good. I said, my Lord is good.
Yes, he is.
So good. Lord,
There you go. There you go.
well, there it is. Good morning, everyone.
Wow.
Morning,
Good
Sister
morning.
Odell.
Morning,
Hey,
Sister
Carly.
Odell.
Hey, Sister Odell. how
Carly, is you on a
doing?
delay?
I know, it sounds like it.
No, ma'am. Did it sound like it?
You know, when Steve was talking to you, when he says hello in the morning, you waits a while. You know,
Oh, I was
it
looking at
could
my
be
phone,
happening,
I'm
sweetie.
sorry.
You need to get it checked.
I was just looking at my phone, Sister Odell.
You know, sometimes when your mind starts slipping off, you don't even know it.
Oh, Lord.
Few of my friends got it, and I can't stand calling them no more.
Oh, Sister.
Hello, Junior.
Morning, Sister Odell. I couldn't wait for you to get to me.
Mm.
Oh.
Hi, boy.
Okay. Hello, Sister Odell.
Wait a minute. What
What's the
What was you fitting to say?
Well, why is it hi boy? I mean, why can't it be hi Tommy, hi nephew?
Because I knows Kate. That's why.
That allows you to call me boy, though?
It ain't finna change.
Get used to it.
Hi, Shirley.
Hello, Sister Odell. Welcome back.
Good, good. Glad to be here, sweetie, with you all
Well, thank
this
you. We
morning.
just
What's
got
going
back.
on?
You know, Sister Odell, we just got back from Cancun, Mexico.
Yes.
For the
I was
Sand and
down
Soul
there
Festival.
for 2 days.
Oh, were you?
Really?
Come by
You didn't. I
and
know
say-
y'all didn't know because I had church service. Didn't see nary one of y'all.
Well, no,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Kim came.
I did.
Who?
I didn't know that.
Kia,
I
Junior
came.
comes.
I came to church.
Oh,
I did. I went to Sister Odell. Y'all
we
did.
Kia,
didn't
y'all
know.
two didn't come. You two fast heifers walking around with your stomachs out.
Not me.
Shirley has her stomach out all the time. Stomach and breast.
Shirley stomach?
No.
Tommy,
Wait a
you
minute,
missed it.
Sister
She was
Odell.
just down there. She hit just doing the radio show. I passed by the window. She just trying to hang on to her top. The air conditioner was blowing her breasts off.
So not true.
The air conditioner. It wasn't much. Just in there, just holding herself, talking to Monica about some tape. What would Monica know about some breast tape? No good and well, Monica ain't got none of that. She just as sweet as she wanna be. She got nice teeth, wonderful hair. She cute girl, good looking legs and everything. But Lord Jesus, good thing she got everything else though. She got enough to cover.
Enough to cover.
Sister Odell, what is your favorite vacation spot? I just want to ask you that.
Oh Lord.
And who did you meet there?
You know, I like wine country.
Oh, like
really?
Northern California?
Northern California, you know where they had the wines at.
Napa Valley.
Like Napa Valley, yeah.
Yeah, Napa Valley. It's Napa Valley is what it is.
Yes,
Napa
ma'am.
Valley.
NAPA.
I've been calling it Nappy Valley all this time.
Nappy.
I be damned. Nappy Valley. Napa. Well,
Yes,
that's
ma'am,
white.
Napa. Huh?
It figured that's white. It sounds
Oh.
white.
And
Don't be no
Nappy is
black
not.
people up there in Napa Valley. I kept wondering why ain't more of us out here.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you if you met anyone there.
No, just some white folks.
Uh-huh.
Sat around with them.
Did you
They
drink
was
wine?
nice. They was nice white folks.
Yes.
They
You learned
don't
about
praise
wine.
the same way. Don't nobody holler out or nothing. We had 2 church services. It was so quiet I thought it was a funeral. I was just as confused as we glad to be here or we don't want to be here.
Speaking of that, have you ever gone to one of Kanye's services, Sister
I
Odell?
wouldn't go to a Kanye West for what?
His church service on
I'm
Sunday?
not going over there with Kanye.
Why not, Sister Odell? I thought that would be
supposed
right
to
up
be
your
good.
alley. Yeah.
It is good that he's doing it, but I'm not gonna go.
Well, why not? We're asking why not.
Cause I don't want to be judgmental. The Bible say don't judge, and I'm gonna be sitting there trying to figure out what in the world Kim got on. Cause I ain't seen a church outfit on that girl yet. I don't know what she wearing,
Well,
but I ain't gonna lie though. If I had her body, whoo, child.
what would you
I
do,
used to
Sister
though.
Odell?
Years ago, I had a body like Kim Kardashian.
Uh-huh.
That's
why you're
surprising.
so
I guess
sassy.
that's as surprising as somebody thinking you tall, huh?
I just don't see no traces of where you used to look like Kim. I'm just saying, I don't see.
Yeah, I don't see no traces of you being your uncle, but you keep calling him that.
Oh.
Sip pop ting.
That was pop tea. That goes down as a pop tea.
Hello. I done told you this ain't what you want, little man.
Both sides.
You know, Tommy's new show is on, Ready to Love.
Oh, I thought he was doing. I thought he was doing a remake of Bushwhack Bill.
He just died.
Well, somebody gonna do the biopic. Now you be a good choice.
For the biopic?
Mm-hmm.
That's not good. This is
Nephew
not good.
Tommy starring as Bushwhack Bill.
Okay, Sister Odell, take us to break, please. Break us.
I'll take you to break. If you don't want to do Bushwhack, you could do the reunion of Different Strokes. You can go in for Gary Coleman, too.
He passed away too, Sister Odell.
Since he's gone, let Tommy do some of these roles. He's a good actor.
Thank you, Sister Odell. Speaking of the nephew, he's coming up next with Run That Prank Back right after this.
What you talking about, Tommy?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump will be our special guest. Plus, at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Shaka Khan, Whitney Houston, and the Notorious B.I.G. are among the nominees for the 2020 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But right now, it's time for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
Well, it's time to throw a party, Shirley. It's time to throw a party. It's that NBA party. Let's throw that thing. Let's throw it. Watch me throw it. Here it is.
Hello?
Hello, I'm looking for Brad.
Speaking.
Hey, Brad, how you doing? This Poncho, man. I'm one of Marcus's boys. How you doing, man?
Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, I talked to Marcus, man. He was telling me about, the playoff party, man, for Sunday, man. So he told me if it was cool, I would come through, man. I just wanted to call and holler at you, see if I need to bring anything, food or some drinks or whatever, you know.
You friends with Marcus?
Yeah. This is Poncho, man. I'm friends with Marcus.
Okay, yeah. I think it's cool. Yeah. No, you don't need to bring nothing unless, of course, you drinking something special. But yeah, it's just gonna be me, Marcus, and a couple other boys gonna be here, and whatever you want to bring, it's BYOB. So, yeah, that's cool.
Okay. What time y'all starting, man? He told me like around 1.
Yeah. I'm going to be here all day. But, come on through about 1, 2 o'clock, just before the game gets started. We'll have got the flat screen going. Everything's going to be laid out. So, yeah, just come on through whenever you come through.
All right. Just remember, man, Poncho, all right? I'll be there.
All right, so got it.
All right, cool.
All right, peace. Hello?
Hey, Brad?
Yo.
Hey, Poncho again, man. Listen, real quick. How much food and liquor do you have?
I think we got enough for Sunday. What you got going on? What's up?
Yeah. I got like 3 boys gonna ride with me, man. I just want to make sure you got enough over there.
Okay, who is this again?
This Poncho. We talked about 30 minutes ago. This Poncho. Marcus' friend.
Right. Okay.
Right. Man, I remember I called you about 30 minutes ago. Told you Marcus told me it was cool.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I'm sorry. Phone been ringing back and forth. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it's all right, but we ain't trying to overload the joint, man. Just I know Marcus, and if you're a friend of his, then that's cool. You can come through.
Yeah, it ain't but 3 guys, man. It ain't but 3 guys coming with me, man. They real cool, man. We'll bring something to put on your pit or whatever. It'll be good.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool, man. But yeah, come on through, man.
All right. I talk to you. All right, Brett.
Wait, is one of them Marcus?
Is one of the guys Marcus?
Yeah.
No. I got it's 3 guys. Me, I make 4.
So like 3 other guys. Yeah, whatever, man. That's cool. Yeah, bring them through, man. Come on. That's fine.
All right. Later.
Hello.
Hey, Brad, Poncho again, man. Listen, hey, I'm gonna bring one more. I'm gonna bring one more person with me, dog.
Hold. Pump your brakes, player. Wait, hold up. Hold the up. Now,
what's up?
You Marcus's friend.
Yeah. Me and I'm Poncho.
Yeah. Okay, I know you Poncho, man, but you bringing everybody but the Cisco kid up, and Marcus is cool with me. That's my boy. We go way back. And if you cool with him too, then okay, you can come. I'm trying to have an NBA playoff game. You bringing the whole NBA with you.
No. It ain't like that, man.
Man, I mean, the place ain't that big. My wife is going to be coming through here, and, I got the house laid out. I told her I wasn't going to destroy the place. I just got out the doghouse like 2 weeks ago. I ain't trying to that up. So if you coming through, you come through, bring 1 or 2 people with you, but that's it.
Okay, but listen, here's what I decided, man. I ain't gonna bring them dudes with me. I'm just gonna bring a little lady friend with me, man. If that's that cool, I'm just gonna bring a little lady friend.
No dudes. Okay, that's cool. Now you're talking. Okay, because I know she ain't gonna eat up a bunch of so come on through here with her and be done with it. That's fine.
Right. I'm gonna call Simone now and tell her that she coming with me. Okay.
What's her name?
Her name's Simone.
That's funny. That's my wife's name.
Oh, okay. But maybe they'll hook up while we watching the game. That'll be cool.
She ain't gonna be here. So I'll send her and her girls with her nails done.
Okay. So check this out, man. I'm gonna reach out to Simone and let her know that we're gonna leave it and get over there like about 1. And you say it's cool, right?
Yeah, it's cool, man. That's a whole lot better than bringing a bunch of up in here. But
okay, bet. Yeah. Now check this, man. Mine, my friend, she married, and she wanted to get away from her husband for a minute, man. I guess they've been going through, so, just keep that on.
Hold on, back up there. Back up. You bring in a married woman named Simone. What are the odds of that? My wife's name is Simone.
Okay, well, no, I mean, this one, Simone her last name is.
That's my last name.
Wait. Hold on. Hold on, dog. This Simone is light skinned.
Yeah, you keep on describing her. She's light skinned, 5'1", short hair, got the alley cut.
Yeah, that's. Oh,
how long you been with my wife?
Hey, dog, me and Simone been friends for a minute, man. It wasn't until like a couple weeks ago she reached out to me and said she was going through some.
She reached out to you to tell you that she's going through some stuff with her dude. Well, I'm that dude.
Okay.
How long you been seeing my wife?
Hey, man, about a year, but who counting? You know what I'm saying?
A year. That's about the time we started having some issues. Yeah. Y'all come on over to this party.
Hey, man, I'm sure we can try to figure this kind of situation out.
No. Pump your brakes. You my wife.
Dog,
I don't give a about you. I don't give a about her either. And here you are. They say, you know what? I've always believed this. There are no mistakes up in this. Everything happens the way it's supposed to be. So it's funny how you call me.
Okay. Listen, man. Listen.
How do you get this number?
My boy gave me.
No. There's no question how you get this number. You probably called me directly from her. That's how you got this number.
My boy gave me this. Dog, leave Simone out of this, man.
No, you can't tell me right now. I'm about to get up this phone with you right now. I'm gonna call her. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna call her at all. Don't tell her you my wife. Just bring her to the party. I got a guest list for your. I got a 380. I got a Smith. I got a Wesson. I got a size 14 Tiller to go right up your. So you just come on over to this party.
Okay. Hey man. Listen. My boy gave me your number, man. So
I don't know who my boy is. Marcus said he don't know you.
Marcus don't know me, but guess who else knows me though that you don't know?
Well, say something.
Hey, Brad, this is nephew Tommy, man, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your boy Marcus got me to prank phone call you.
What? I don't give a. This is some. I'm gonna get all y'all in here.
Hey, Brad, what was you gonna do with the party, man?
Look here, man. This is about to be a can of whoop for this.
Hey, man, let me ask you something. What's the baddest radio show in the land?
It's the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
And there you have it. Huh? Come on, get a drum song.
Okay, you ready?
Okay.
You
I'm
ready?
just saying, it's just a regular old NBA party, but when Tommy throw it, it's going to have a little twist to it. It's going to be a little different.
It's a little different.
Okay? Going to be a little different this weekend, 18th and 19th. That is in Chicago, Illinois, at the Airy Crown Theater. You can get your tickets at Ticketmaster, all Ticketmaster outlets, or you can get them at the box office.
All right, nephew, thank you.
Yeah.
Coming up at
Yeah,
the
I
top
forgot
of the
that.
hour, entertainment and national news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a programming note for you. Civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump will be our special guest coming up at 20 minutes after the hour. You do not want to miss that. We'll also discuss his brand new book. It's called Open Season, Legalized Genocide of Colored People. But right now, in today's trending entertainment news, the Notorious B.I.G., Pat Benatar, Whitney Houston, Shaka Khan, and the Doobie Brothers are all nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class of 2020. The top vote getters will be announced in January and inducted in May at the 35th annual Rock Hall of Fame ceremony in Cleveland.
So are they going in or they got to be elected?
Well, they got to get, whoever they're elected. They're nominated right now. Then people will vote on them, and then the top people.
Who is the people, I wonder?
Us. Anybody. Fans. You can vote until January. Mm-hmm.
So we got to do it.
Yep.
So who is up?
Shaka, Whitney.
going in. We got to get Shaka in, though. The Doobies deserve to be in, too.
Doobie Brothers. The Notorious B.I.G. And Pat Benatar.
B.I.G. P.O.
All of them deserve it. So what we going to do?
Yeah. I hope they all get nominated.
I mean, if they get the 4 nominations, do they pick the top 2 or something like that?
I think they pick the top vote getters, like we were saying. Yep. It's kind of complicated. I thought once you nominated, you were in it.
Yeah.
But you seem like you got to vote and go to rockhall.com and vote. It's a process.
All right, well, everybody, let's go to rockhall.com. Rockhall.com, and let's vote our favorites in. Shaka got to get in. Whitney going to get in. Everybody going to vote for Whitney.
Everybody, you have to.
Yes. Yep.
All right,
Biggie
Doobie Brothers.
I damn sure think the Doobies ought to get in there, too.
Biggie, Pat Benatar, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It keeps me
Congratulations
running.
to all of them for their nominations,
It keeps
too.
me running.
1, 3.
It keeps you running.
That's the Doobie Brothers jam. Finally, Steve, in entertainment news, we're learning about what led up to DMX's recent rehab check-in. DMX didn't relapse, but feared he was at risk to go back to his old ways. He was triggered by the stress of a sick child who has been in and out of the hospital and the pressure of performing again. Instead of making a choice he would later regret, DMX knew he needed to seek help. We're praying for you, X. Stay strong.
Wow.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
man.
that.
That's really smart.
Go ahead,
That's
D.
mature.
That's really smart, man.
You can please
You
call
know, man, he's
And
actually a
self-care.
good dude, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The few times I've met him, he's always been a good brother.
Wow.
But you know what, man? I mean, once again, social media can do what they want to do. But you know what I've learned? There are a lot of good people that make mistakes.
Come on.
Well, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Every day.
A lot of good people make mistakes.
Yeah, walk by the mirror.
And he's getting a lot of support on social media, especially, people in the hip-hop community like Nas. And, I saw him saying, we're praying for you, brother. So, he has support and love from us.
Yeah. I just like that he recognized his triggers and went and got help. I love that. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people do relapse and go back on drugs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or whatever.
Absolutely. That addiction is real, man. That addiction is real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That addiction, man, that's the devil at his absolute finest.
Yeah, and then like he said, the pressure of performing again and a sick child. Oh my goodness, the stress of that alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So we are
brother.
praying for you. Yeah. Definitely. Stay strong. All right, Steve, time to get an update on today's headlines, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, everybody. This is Ann Tripp with the news. Well, you know what happened last night. Democratic presidential hopefuls took to the debate stage again last night, but this was the first time since the House of Representatives began its official impeachment inquiry. And former Vice President Biden made his feelings about the president real clear. He used the C word.
Crazy president who knows not a damn thing about foreign policy and operates out of fear for his own reelection. You have Russia influencing and trying to break up NATO. What does the president do? He says, I believe Vladimir Putin. If he is reelected, I promise you, there will be no NATO. We will be in real trouble.
The subject of impeachment, of course, was also discussed. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris among the many who had their say.
This president is the most corrupt president in modern history, and I think all of our history. And the fact is that this president of the United States has gone so far as to say that, in fact, he will not cooperate in any way at all. They have no choice but to move.
He has committed crimes in plain sight. During that election, Donald Trump told us he could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and get away with it. And he has consistently, since he won, been selling out the American people. Our framers imagined this moment, a moment where we would have a corrupt president. And our framers then rightly designed our system of democracy to say there will be checks and balances. This is one of those moments. And so Congress must act. Donald Trump needs to be held accountable. He is indeed the most corrupt and unpatriotic president we have ever had.
But, of course, when the subject turned to gun violence, all the candidates talked about school shootings, the National Rifle Association getting weapons out of the hands of people who shouldn't have them, even going door to door to get them. However, former U.S. Housing Secretary Julian Castro, he urged caution. He was the only one on the stage, the only one who also mentioned the special problem that people of color, especially black people, face in this country.
In the places that I grew up in, we weren't exactly looking for another reason for cops to come banging on the door. And y'all saw a couple of days ago what happened to Tatiana Jefferson in Fort Worth. A cop showed up at 2 in the morning at her house when she was playing video games with her nephew. He didn't even announce himself, and within 4 seconds, he shot her and killed her through her home window. She was in her own home. And so I am not going to give these police officers another reason to go door to door in certain communities, because police violence is also gun violence, and we need to address that.
He was the only one up there who mentioned anything having to do specifically with black people, especially activists who were injured during the white nationalist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, have filed suit against the people who organized it today. National Bosses Day. Mr. Big Stuff. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, everybody. As promised, joining us now is a man who is the president of the Black Lawyers Association. He's an award-winning civil rights attorney and activist. He has handled the biggest wrongful death cases that we've had recently. And he was just in Cancun with us for Sand and Soul, and he brought the mothers of the movement with him so we could celebrate them. On top of all of that, of his tireless fight for justice for our people, this brother has found time to write a book. The book is entitled Open Season, Legalized Genocide of Colored People. The book is available everywhere in stores and online, and we're going to find out more about it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my brother, the one and only Attorney Benjamin Crump.
Hey, Steve Harvey.
Good morning.
Welcome. Morning, Crump.
Let me tell y'all how great it was to be with you at Sand and Soul, man. It rejuvenated my spirits. I came back more focused than ever. Time flies, but I never forget how grateful I was for you allowing me to use your platform to talk about this 17-year-old kid who was walking home with a bag of Skittles and a can of iced tea, and this neighborhood watch volunteer shot him in the heart.
And got off.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and it's just happening over and over again. So let's talk about this, man, because I want to hear more about this. You got this book out. It's called Open Season. It's Legalized Genocide of Colored People. What you do in this book, Attorney Crump, is you expose a terrifying truth that the killing or imprisonment of black people is being justified by our legal system.
Exactly, Steve, and especially considering with what just happened in Fort Worth, Texas, it is truly the epitome of open season by the police and the government, which the police represent to many people, Steve, in our community. That's the most authoritative figure that we have, that we come in contact with, representing the government, and they get to kill us, whether it's on the streets or when our children go to court. If you go into the courtroom and you just watch, when you see little white boys and girls come up there with very similar fact patterns to little black and brown boys and girls, the white children get a slap on the wrist and they get escorted out the courtroom to live up the destiny that God has for them. But the little black children get sent to the corner of the courtroom, and they are convicted of a trumped-up felony conviction after they've been fingerprinted and handcuffed. And that felony conviction now, Steve, is with them for the rest of their lives. And we talk about in the book what comes with being a convicted felon if you're a poor minority in America.
Hey, Attorney Crump, hang on 1 second. We'll be right back, man. Don't go nowhere. We got Benjamin Crump. We'll be right back with more about this exciting book.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, everybody, we're back, and we're talking with Attorney Benjamin Crump about his new book that's been released, and it's in stores everywhere, and the book is called Open Season. So let's get back to this interview.
And we talk about in the book what comes with being a convicted felon if you're a poor minority in America. And so we're getting into the essence of what Paul Robeson and W.B. Du Bois did back in 1951 when they went to the United Nations and said that we charge genocide on how America is mistreating African Americans and how they are not having the law protect us as it's supposed to be for all citizens. And that is the essence of open season.
Wow. You know what, man? I find this, when you open up your statement about this open season, that they're doing it to us in the courtrooms, they're doing it to us in the on the streets. Now they're going into our houses. They killing us in our houses now. Yeah. This is Dallas was the last one with Amber Geiger. Mm-hmm. And now this police officer in Fort Worth, which is the neighboring city to DFW Airport, is Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. They bump right up against each other. Arlington separates them. Little suburb called Arlington. That's where the football stadium is now. But you go from Dallas to Fort Worth, and now this police officer shot this 28-year-old black woman in her house playing video games with her nephew. And they managed to find a gun on the floor somewhere, and they released a picture of a gun on the floor somewhere in the house. I be looking at these people, man.
You know, Steve, it is so profound how they always try to intellectually justify the killing of black and brown people as it was legal. Forget about the Moors. They try to say we can justify it legally in the court of law where none of these murderers are held accountable for killing your children and my children. It's almost, when you think about Botham Jean in his own apartment, this white policewoman coming in and killing him, and then everybody wanted to have sympathy for her. And you have to scratch your head and say, why doesn't any of the little black and brown people ever get that benefit of consideration, that benefit of the doubt? I put an argument, Steve, in the book that says, why should we allow the government to now pay their bills by selling marijuana and weed, but yet when black people were selling marijuana and weed to pay their bills, they put us all in prison?
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, it's like, I think this book is right on time, because I think this book that you've written, Open Season, I think it's going to give an eyeball and attention to a thing that America needs to see. Because when they read it at book clubs and they read it, and it opens up for conversation starters, because it's legalized genocide of colored people. And that's exactly what's happening. And for you not to think that this is happening in this country, you are part of the problem.
Amen.
Because I can assure you, if it was happening to you and people who reminded you of yourself, it would be a problem. But when it's happening to us and you don't see it as a problem, then it's because you're a part of the problem.
And Steve, you have a son right in that 18 to 25 age range. That is the target. Do you all realize that black men in America only make up 7% of the population, but yet we represent 50% of the people on death row? How does that happen, Steve, without it being some systematic discrimination on the part of the government?
Absolutely.
It can't happen, so, because unless it's equal justice under the law for all American citizens, then we are living a lie. And America, we're better than that.
The book is available everywhere. It's by Attorney Benjamin Crump, and the book is called Open Season, everybody. Make sure you pick up a copy. Brother Benjamin, we appreciate you, man.
Hey, big brother, I always appreciate you. And thank you again for bringing those mothers down there and letting them know that we still remember their children. We remember Trayvon. We remember Michael Brown. We remember Eric Gardner. We remember Terrence Crutcher. And we remember Robbie Tolan. Thank you, Steve Harvey. I love you, brother.
I love you too, man. Thank you, man.
We're going to switch gears here with the nephew. It's time for today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. Subject, I live next door to the magic woman. Wait till you guys hear this letter. But right now, the nephew in the building with today. Yeah.
Magic.
Nephew's in the building with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Surrogate mother.
Mm.
Go ahead, run that thing.
Uh-oh.
Watch this right here.
Hello?
Yeah, Roderick, can I speak to Roderick?
Yeah, this is Roger.
Hey, this is Calvin, man. How you doing? I go to the same church y'all go to.
Okay.
I got your number from one of the guys at the church, man. They told me that if I wanted to talk to you, I could reach out to you or whatever. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How can I help?
Your wife, man, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but she seems to be real fit. Does she work out all the time?
Yeah, she go to the gym every once in a while, brother. Yeah. Who is this, brother?
Like I said, my name's Calvin, man. We go to the same church. Listen, me and my wife been trying for a long time, man, to actually have some kids. And to be honest with you, Roger, man, it just ain't happening, dog. I mean, we've been trying and trying. But what I'm trying to do now is just find another type of way to make this happen. Now, you say your wife is in good condition, right?
My wife is in good condition, brother. What does she got to do with you and your wife trying to have a baby?
See, now, y'all already got kids, don't you? Y'all got, like, from what the brother at the church told me, y'all got 3 kids, right?
Yeah, we got 3. I got 2 boys and a girl.
Okay. Here's what I'm trying to do, man. I was hoping that I could find somebody, a female, that would be a good surrogate mother.
A what?
You know, what I'm saying is, like, because my wife, I mean, we want to have kids, man. We want to have a family.
Hold on, brother. You just said you looking for a surrogate mother, and the brother at church told you to call me?
Well, no. Ain't nobody tell me to actually call you. I asked them about you and your wife. I asked them for your phone number so I could actually call you myself, man.
Wait a minute. So you've been eyeing my wife?
No. I ain't been. See, you looking at it wrong. Listen, what I was saying is that your wife just seems like a healthy person. I want to be able to have a healthy child, man. I really do, man. Me and my wife, we.
Listen, you called me about my wife, and you want her to be a surrogate mother for you. I don't even know why we on the phone, brother.
Here's the real deal, man. Me and my wife, we can't have kids. We've tried and tried and tried. And, biologically, we just been going through it, man. And I was just, I seen your wife. She healthy. I see y'all at church all the time. And I was just, like, reaching out, man. Maybe somebody wouldn't mind being the surrogate mother for me and my wife so we can have a child.
I think you're a surrogate mother.
Dog.
Hold on, brother. You calling me to see if my wife can be a surrogate mother to your child?
Dog, and I know it's crazy.
It's crazy as hell. You damn right. And I think you done lost your mind, brother. Out of all the members in the church, you calling me to get my wife to have your baby?
Dog, I know it sounds crazy, man. I know it
sounds
crazy. But
ignorant, brother.
I'm sorry?
You sound ignorant. Man, there's so many places to go adopt a baby. I can take you down to the county courthouse and show you kids need to adopt right now. But you can go to Africa like all the rest of them people and go find you a baby. You going to call me and my wife? There's 20,000 members in this church. Do you know how stupid you sound, brother?
No, brother. And, man, listen, man, I'm not trying to come across like that, man.
Well, how you trying to come across, brother? You done done it.
Just hear me out, man. I don't want you to...
Man, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, man.
Okay. We looking for a surrogate mother. We seen your wife, and we thought she'd be a great surrogate mother. And I know it sounds crazy for me to pick you out of all the people that go to the church. I understand that, man. I do. But listen, we would love for your wife to be the surrogate mother, and we willing to pay for this.
Man, this ain't about...
But listen to me. If you don't mind, we don't want to do this with no test tubes and all that, where they mix my seed with her egg. We want to do this naturally.
Whoa. You going to repeat what you just said, man.
You got to understand, a real man want to do it realistically. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Brother, hold on, brother. Are you telling me that you want to have sex with my wife?
But I mean, you want to have
me lose all my Christianity right now, brother.
You want to have a baby the real way, though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a damn having the fake way. You tell me you want to lay down in a bed with my wife?
But dog, you already got 3 kids. Think about the people that can't have them, man.
Go adopt a baby, man. Take your down there and go adopt a damn baby. Because you didn't go see a damn psychiatrist.
Bro,
I don't want to have your baby. Do you know what you sound like? Are you crazy?
I know it sounds crazy, man. I do.
How did you get my number, man?
Listen to me.
How did you get my number?
I got your number from one of the brothers at the church. Now listen, I'm gonna just be real with you like a man. I wanted to come at you first and talk to you like a man and see, if you was cool with the proposition. But look, come Sunday, I'm gonna go to your wife and just talk to her.
What?
I'm just gonna talk to your wife and see if
You done lost your mind. I told you the answer. No. Now you tell me you're going to go around me, and what you ain't going to do is talk to my wife. You
Man,
call
I'm
my
telling
wife.
you right now, I'm talking to your wife
You
next
call my
Sunday,
wife,
okay?
I'm going to tell you what's really going to happen.
I'm
You call
talking
my
to
wife.
your wife next Sunday. I'm not going to sit and go through this with
And
you
make
back and
sure I'm
forth.
there.
I'm talking to her next Sunday.
Next Sunday, I'm going to whoop your
You ain't finna do nothing to me.
I'm going to whoop yo.
Me and my wife, we deserve a child too. You ain't gonna stand in the middle of this.
I'm in the middle of this. You lost your mind. You talk to my wife next week you want to.
I got one more thing I want to say to you, man. Is you listening to me?
Say what the you got to say so you can get off my phone.
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your homeboy.
What? This is who?
Listen.
Man, who is this man?
This nephew Tommy, man, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your homeboy got me to prank phone call you.
Man, I'm over here, man. My head is spinning.
You all right, man?
Got me going, brother. I'm ready to fight, brother.
Hey, I got one more thing to ask you, big dog.
What's up, man?
What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Man, the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Y'all got me this morning, man. Y'all got me, man.
Can I just get somebody to just commend me on my stupidity? That's all I want from y'all. Just some applause.
Yeah. I'll go first.
Stupidity.
The best.
I'll go first.
Thank you.
You
Thank
are
you.
the
Shirley, please.
stupidest
Thank
person
you.
I know.
Thank you. Junior?
Dog,
Yes.
dog, swear to God, it's embarrassing.
Thank you. Carla, please, give it to me.
Ooh, standing ovation.
Yes. And my dearest uncle, please.
One dumbass individual.
Hey! Dumb and
with
stupid is two
liberty
different things.
and justice for all.
These are like the reviews when people want to know about your pranks. People are
That's all I
saying.
If you're looking for stupid, you can find it in Chicago this weekend, the 18th and 19th. D.C. Young Fly, Lavelle Crawford, Corey Holcomb, Tony Roberts, Country Wayne, and yours truly, nephew Tommy. That's Friday and Saturday at the Airy Crown. If you are not in Chicago and you can't make it to that show, then you need to be tuning in Saturday night. Ready to Love on the OWN network. That's 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central. This is the second episode, first episode off the chain. Y'all come watch your boy. I'm smart. I'm Thomas Miles. I'm intelligent. Oh, my God. I'm giving advice. Oh, y'all ought to see me, man. Y'all ought to see me. I'm sorry.
Oh, you talking about
hear
on the
me?
talk show? Yeah, I mean, you talking about on the TV show?
Yeah, Ready to Love.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were describing yourself. My bad.
You got confused, Steve?
Not very.
That is me.
I'm smart.
when you
I'm
tune
intelligent.
in.
What? Wasn't he just the one taking accolades for how stupid he is?
Yes.
He was.
But that's
that was him.
Tommy. Thomas is on TV. Tommy ain't. You gotta see this thing, man. You gotta see.
All right, we got to get out of here. Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it's the Strawberry Letter. Subject, I live next door to the magic woman. Woo! Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, Neff. Subject, I live next door to the magic woman. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 36-year-old single woman, and my new next-door neighbor has me concerned. She's a pretty girl in her late 20s, and she was nice enough when I met her. Here's my problem. Her bedroom window faces my bedroom window, so I have to keep my blinds closed for privacy. She always keeps her window cracked, and night after night, usually during the week, I can hear very loud moans and whimpers coming from next door. I hear furniture moving around and creaking, and it keeps me from resting at night. I thought I could get used to it, but then the noises started lasting for hours. I might fall asleep by 11 p.m. to the noises and wake up for work at 5:30 a.m. and the noises are still going on. Last Tuesday, I was getting ready for bed and my doorbell rang. I peeped out and said, "Yes, who is it?" The man on the other side of my door asked me if I was the magic woman. I told him no and told him to try next door. Then I went to my window and watched him check his phone and then walk over to my neighbor's house. Within 30 minutes, the noises started and went on for at least 2 hours. After that, I started watching her every other night, and she had all kinds of men coming and going. Some were louder than others. I want to tell the neighborhood association about her, but my sister told me I'm jealous and I'm hating on the magic woman because I can't pay a man to come to my house. There is no way I'm jealous. I just do not want this wild prostitution ring this close to me. Steve, I know you're going to have jokes, but I really need to know
what you write for.
But Steve, I know you're going to have jokes, but I really need to know if I should report the magic woman or not. Please advise. All right, this is quite alarming, especially since this young lady, this nice enough young lady, as you call her, lives so close to you and you can hear everything that's going down. You need your rest. You don't want to hear all of this all night long. I would say something to the neighborhood association. I would. Not necessarily that there's a prostitution ring going on, but say something about the noises. Maybe she can close her window and you won't have to hear that, okay? Your sister is a hater herself, it sounds like. I mean, she just came out and told you that you're jealous of her and you're hating on the magic woman because you can't pay a man to come to your house. Wow. Where'd that come from? But anyway, yeah, you can't necessarily prove it's a prostitution ring going on over there, although from every indication it seems like that's what is going on. But maybe she could just close her window so you won't have to hear it. That's what I would report, that it's too loud over there. My neighbor reported me because some of my branches from my yard were in her yard, so I got a letter from the neighborhood, from the homeowners association. I was mad about it, but I did cut
She'd have had so
cut
many
the
damn
trees.
branches in her yard.
I did have my gardener
Oh,
cut
I'll
the
give you
tree
something
leaves.
to call down there for.
Right.
We telling?
She told on me, though. All right, Steve.
Well, let's start at the bottom of the letter. Steve, I know you gonna have jokes. Oh, okay. Well, all right. I'm gonna try not to then. How about that?
Okay.
But here I go. 36-year-old single woman, next door neighbor, gas has me concerned. You don't live over there. I don't know what you're concerned about, but here we go. She's a pretty girl in her late 20s. She was really nice when you met her. Here's my problem. Her bedroom window faces my bedroom window, so I have to keep my blinds closed for privacy. She keeps her window cracked, and night after night, usually during the week, I can hear very loud moans and whimpers coming from next door. I hear furniture moving around and creaking, and it keeps me from resting at night. Thought I'd get used to it, but then the noises started lasting for hours. I fall asleep 11 p.m., wake up, go to work at 4:30, 5:30, the noise is still going on. This ain't the same dude. No, I'm just telling you that. This is not the same dude. There has been a shift change that you are unaware of. Ain't no man in there from 11 to 5:30. All this furniture moving and all this here. Oh, there's some men out there that can say that's them, but there has been a shift change. Because you ain't looking in the blinds. These is more than one. Last Tuesday, I was getting ready to go to bed, and my doorbell rang. I peeped out, and yes, who is it? The man on the other side of my door asked me if I was the magic woman. I told him no. I told him to try next door. So you went to your window and watched him check his phone and then walked into your neighbor's house. Within 30 minutes, the noises started. That went on for at least 2 hours.
Wow.
Damn. After that, I started watching her every other night. She had all kinds of men coming. Well, enjoy the damn show then. What is you finna call the neighborhood watch for? And this is better than TV.
Yes, it is.
This is, you can cut your cable off because your cable stay next door. When I come back, I'm going to tell you what I think should happen, what should have happened, and what's going to happen.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a
Okay.
lot. Okay. What you say, nephew?
I was just
Excuse
saying
me?
we should get the address. I mean, if we,
To the magic woman?
you know.
All right, listen, we'll have part
Somebody
two.
take that to the house? You think that'd be right?
He's so smart though. We'll have part two of Steve's response coming up at 23 after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject: I live next door to the magic woman. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we go. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter
All right,
subject. I
this
live
lady-
next door to the magic woman.
This lady got a next door neighbor in her late 20s, cute girl, and she had men coming over all times of the night. She know that because they windows face each other. She keep her blinds closed for privacy, but she keep her window open. You know how in the hood you just a driveway away. You know, it's just a driveway separating house. She in there, you can hear furniture moving from right next door. They in there just getting busy. And the other day you was getting ready for bed and who is it? Now, let me go a little further in this letter before I do that. I want to tell the neighborhood association about her. And I'm hating on the magic woman because I can't pay a man to come to my house. Wow. Damn. Now, they paying to go over there. But you can't give a man 50 to come over here. That's what your sister said. Your sister told you I'm jealous and I'm hating on the magic woman. And how you know it's a magic woman? Because a man came ring your doorbell and said, is you the magic woman? You said, no, try next door. Now, according to this letter, you should have said, yes, I am the magic woman, and let him come on in. Then you could have proved your damn sister wrong. But, oh, no, you going to send him off. Now, he over there furniture moving around. You mad. There's no way I'm jealous. I just do not want this wild prostitution ring this close to me. Now, y'all tell me if I could say this or not. You don't know that she's a prostitute.
I said that, yeah.
You don't know that. Yeah. Prostitution and hoeing is different.
Well,
that is a true statement, though. One making money and one not.
One is for money, one is just
for fun.
You know, I don't even know if it's for fun.
Sport.
So I don't know which one we're dealing with here. Now you I guess assuming that you're hoping it's prostitution that's going on next door. It's got to be.
Because there's so many men coming in and out.
Yeah, I don't think you just doing that for fun. I think we got to be getting some type of financial liberties for this.
Yeah.
It ain't the smartest way to make money, but it is the oldest profession in the world. But have you thought about a couple of things? Before you report her to the Neighborhood Watch Association, and she got all this extra income coming in, have you ever thought of managing her?
Being her madam?
See, that way, the next time they knock on your door and they say, is you the magic woman? You said, no, but I can point you to her. Here is the payment. And then you take yours off the top and give her the rest. I'm just saying. Or if she's making that much money and you stay right next door, have you thought about, because you liked her when you first met her, you said that at the top. Have you thought about taking in a roommate?
You can hear something going on in your house.
That's right. Then you can get control of this income and turn it into a business.
Wow, Steve.
I mean, I'm just asking you. She said, Steve, I know you have jokes. I cannot let her down.
That's what you do.
Have you thought about setting up a barbecue pit in your driveway? Because when they get through, all of them hungry.
Sell some dinners.
You just be selling real dinners on the way out.
At night, though.
Yeah, so you got two things.
The club.
Yeah, you need some roses for on the way in, and you need barbecue sandwiches for on the way out.
I kind of like the roses situation.
What you want? 2 meat, 3 meat plates?
Yeah, just how you want to do this. So before you call the Neighborhood Watch Association, don't stare a gift horse in the mouth and don't whinny with it. This could be an opportunity for you. I don't know if you have kids, but this would be a prime location for a lemonade stand.
Get the kids in on it, too,
I
Steve.
promise you, everybody thirsty come out of there.
Not Mister. You want to buy some?
You are hilarious.
Ooh, man, this fool's
You know, they going to be suffering from guilt. They going to buy.
Yes.
Dog. You got a real business in here. I got another idea.
Okay,
Open your damn blinds and set up a camera. Sell tapes.
Bootlegs.
Hey, man, do you
Now,
want...
that might be your best idea.
Do you want a tape of yourself in there? Because I got a clean shot from this window.
Or pay me if you want this.
They sell tapes after service.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just going over the things that you could do instead of telling the Neighborhood Watch Association.
All
But
right.
no, I don't think you need to report it. It's none of your business, and there's no acts of violence going on. It's not a crack house. They're not selling dope.
All right. Thank you, Steve. We got to
They're
move
selling
on now.
cookies.
Post your,
Speaking of
post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 after the hour, October, you know, is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. I'll tell you about the foundation that I'm involved with to empower survivors right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
3 things people think about life insurance. You don't think you need it. You don't know how to get it. You think you can afford it. If something happened to you, would your loved ones be protected? Globe Life provides financial security to millions. Call 800-251-5400 or go to globeliferadio.com to start coverage today. There's no medical exam, just a simple application with rates as low as $3.49 a month. Protect your family today. Check out globeliferadio.com or call 1-800-251-5400. Well, you know, we all do philanthropic work here at the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Now, did you know that 1 in every 4 women will experience domestic violence in her lifetime? An estimated 1.3 million women are victims of physical assault by an intimate partner each year. Females who are 20 to 24 years of age are on the greatest risk of non-fatal intimate partner violence. Most cases of domestic violence are never reported to the police. Children who witnessed violence between one's parents or caretakers is the strongest risk factor of transmitting violent behavior from one generation to the next. I'm here to heighten your awareness. I know we talk a lot of, October is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Carla, and we talk about that as well, but it's also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And domestic violence is not a pretty subject. It's not a sexy subject, so it doesn't get, you know, like the accolades that some other causes do, but it is definitely going on. So much, you know, we don't know about it, but I am here to heighten awareness about domestic violence and also to tell you that I'm a board member of the Alma G. Davis Foundation. Now, if you would like more information about the Alma G. Davis Foundation, or if you would like to support, please visit their website at almagdavisfoundation.org. That's ALMAG Davis, DAVIS Foundation.org. And you can get all the information you need about domestic violence. We're trying to stop it. I was also a victim of domestic violence, which is why I wanted to get involved in this organization. That was many years ago. Probably it was in my 20s. So there you go.
Wow.
Yeah. Coming up at the top of the hour, it's hard to talk about, but it's a necessary evil. You have to talk about it. You have to put a face on this stuff so people will know that if it's happening to them, they can do something about it. They don't have to be stuck in that situation. And you know what? It's not just women. It's some men enough strength and courage.
The victims, sometimes they, blame themselves for what's happening.
Yeah, that's true.
And,
that's true.
Yeah, and
you're
that's
embarrassed.
the shame, embarrassment. Yeah, because of the judgment.
And you think
out
it's your
there.
fault somehow. I was really young when this happened. You think it's your fault. I'm making him do this to me. Things like that. It's a lot involved, but I'm glad that I finally did speak out about it. I am, of course. It's still hard to talk about it, but I'm not a victim. I'm definitely a survivor. All right, again, almagdavisfoundation.org, okay? Coming up, we're moving on. Coming up at the top of the hour, actress Felicity Huffman turned herself in yesterday to start serving her 14-day prison sentence in the college bribery scandal. We'll talk about it right after this.
That ain't number orientation.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, actress Felicity Huffman turned herself in yesterday to begin serving a 14-day sentence for her role in the college admittance bribery scandal.
They say this woman's going to prison for 14 days. Yeah.
What?
You can survive 14 days. That's orientation is 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Sound like a tour, don't it? Hit a shower.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Well, she arrived at the Federal Correctional Institution in Dublin, California on Tuesday, just outside of San Francisco, where she'll be locked down for the next 2 weeks. As we reported, Felicity got 14 days, a $30,000 fine, 1 year of supervised release, and 250 hours of community service. Prosecutors initially privately demanded 1 year in jail and then publicly reduced their recommendation to 4 months behind bars, but ultimately reduced it to 1 month. But the judge scoffed at the prosecutor's request, saying the case amounted to a bunch of nothing because the college admission system was already broken. What helped Felicity, the judge said, she had near immediate acceptance of responsibility, so she took ownership for her crime, and she paid one of the smallest bribes. Felicity in court apologized, saying, I have inflicted more damage on her daughter than I could have ever imagined. So she took responsibility.
Well, your daughter ain't
and
going
that's
to
a good
prison.
thing. No, she's not.
Yeah. Now, what's going to be interesting is this other lady that didn't take a plea.
Oh, yeah, Lori Loughlin, yeah.
Yeah.
Becky.
Now, we really finna find out because, this judge said because she owned up to it and all of that, that's what got her to break. The sister owned up to the fact that she changed her address to her daddy's house so her child could go to a different school, and she got 5 years.
And that school system is
not
broken
5 days,
too.
just to go. She didn't pay. She just moved her address around.
Yeah.
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 That's sad.
Sound like
That's
two different
so
systems
sad.
that
It's
work.
crazy.
It is.
And don't
That's
we know
sad,
so
man.
many people who have done that before?
Absolutely.
They still doing
Yeah.
that.
And
That's
there's-
been going on for years.
Man.
I got an apartment in.
What, Steve? What? You were gonna say
You
what?
got an apartment where?
Where? What?
No, nowhere. He has nothing.
Sometimes
Well,
you
I
act
was
like
gonna
me
say-
sometimes. You know that? You really do. You act like me sometimes. It scares me.
Well, you guys
It was a
are
while
related.
back, but I started counting the years, and I don't know if I'm clear.
You're not. Go with your
Yeah.
gut.
Statute
There
of
you go.
limitations.
Yeah, I got to
Statute
count the
of
years, and I
limitations.
went, okay,
Yeah.
Steve, you might be a year or two off.
There's not information we can tell right
that
now.
Damn apartment, huh?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Yeah. No.
But sometimes you might be out of the school district by 1 block or something, and you use someone else's address. You use your sister's address, so your child can go to school with their cousins or whatever. I mean, it's
And a lot of times,
better
Shirley,
school.
it's,
Oh,
it's,
better
it's
school.
done for athletics a lot,
They still doing that.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, they do that today. Absolutely.
But yeah, you're right, Steve. The judge was lighter on Felicity Huffman because, like she said, she accepted her responsibility almost immediately. So
Yeah, that
and
other lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, she got a slicker lawyer. They think they slick. Somebody gonna do some time. some
Yeah,
real
what about
time.
the
she
people-
paid like $500,000, Lori Loughlin and her
Yeah,
husband.
for
I
real.
think it's some big money.
But what about the
involved in
people that they
scam.
paid? What about the people that received the money? Are they in
Didn't
trouble?
they turn
The
state's
fixer,
evidence?
yeah, they're gonna get their sentences too if they're not already serving. So
I wish I would
Yeah,
pay
it's a big story,
$500,000
though,
my
big
stupid
story.
ass kids to go to college.
What? What, Steve?
The hell they finna learn for $500,000? Why don't I just give you $250,000? You start a damn business. We gonna get to making this paper.
Yeah.
Hell is you going to college for $500,000?
Yeah.
I was complaining about the $42,000 a year I had to pay for them.
Yeah. It's the prestige
Yeah, that sounds like
of
a
the
lot of money.
institutions.
500,000. Is that right?
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
$500,000?
Yeah, half
Hey,
a
man,
mil.
you can get that Chick-fil-A. You can buy a whole.
Yeah, you get a whole franchise.
All right, listen, coming up, we're going to switch here. More music, more fun on the Steve Harvey Morning Show at 20 minutes after the hour. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, the Democratic presidential debate was last night. It was at Audubon University in Westerville, a suburb of Columbus, Ohio. It was moderated by CNN anchors Anderson Cooper and Aaron Burnett. And on stage, former Vice President Joe Biden, New Jersey Senator Cory Booker, Mayor Pete Buttigieg of South Bend, Indiana, former Housing Secretary Julian Castro. Why are you breathing? I'm not even through half
You
of
ain't
them.
even finished. Go ahead.
California Senator Kamala Harris, Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar, former Texas Rep. Beto O'Rourke, Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren, Senator Bernie Sanders making a return appearance after his heart attack,
He needs to be
entrepreneur Andrew Yang, billionaire activist Tom Steyer. They were all there.
Got
Golly.
money.
Yeah. Front
Oh, he
runners
got
Biden
it,
and
money.
Warren were at center stage. What, Steve?
He just got money. Hey, can I just say this on the real?
Yes, say it.
I'm really concerned about what's going on here. It's still 12 of them talking. Clearly, 10 of them know that they can't beat Trump. I promise you, in their heart of hearts, they know that it's 10 of them that know. That dog, did you see the big group Latinos for Trump? We can't even get all of them. We got blacks for Trump. That's why our ass in trouble. We got Kanye for Trump and blacks for Trump. That's
All right,
why
Steve.
our ass is in trouble.
You're mad. I know you're mad, but hang on. We'll have
I
more.
want him to talk some more about this.
More of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So, Steve, before we went to break, we were talking about last night's Democratic presidential debate going on in Columbus, Ohio.
And they talking about stuff
12
nobody give a
candidates.
damn about. Hey, man, let's talk about these dreamers. Let's get these people in these schools. Let's reduce some of this debt so these people can live. Let's get some real tax breaks for real people, because that thing that Trump did is just for rich people. They gave y'all $2,000 and that's it. The rest of it went to rich people. Then they got this lady Tulsi Gabbard, nice looking lady, ain't finna be president.
Yeah,
If everybody in Hawaii votes, she still ain't gonna make it. To even be
foreign
discussing
policy.
Syria and Turkey, you ain't even the president.
Well, they debating, Steve. That's what that.
No, and then that's another thing, Tommy. We don't get to vote on foreign policy. So quit talking to us about foreign policy when we have no say-so.
That's
What
true.
are you going
That is
to
so
do
true. We
for
don't.
us right here that we want to send our kids to school, get some daycare benefits, get some tax benefits, get some reasonable house loans, get some of these debt off these college students, find a way to pay these teachers more office, get these damn policemen quit killing all these people out here, get their ass properly trained and properly convicted. That's what we need to do. Get some of these damn guns off this street and see. That's what we need to do, so people can go to church, to the movies, and school, and inside their house without getting killed by some damn fool coming there. Not a second black person in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that got killed by another police officer in their house, this time a 28-year-old woman. Are we for real? But I'm serious, though. We have got to stop getting caught up in the stuff that they don't even let us vote on. quit telling me what you're going to do with foreign policy because you're not going to let us have a say-so in it. And then you're going to get in there and nobody does with foreign policy what they say they're going to do. They need to stick to the issues that concern the American public. Now, do I need to go down each one of the candidates? Y'all want to call their names off and I tell you the chance they got?
Hell yeah, we can go.
All right, yeah, let's go. All right, let's start with out of South Bend, Indiana, Mayor Pete Buttigieg.
Nice name, real nice looking dude.
Smart.
He ain't gonna make it.
Smart.
He's
smart,
very smart.
Yeah.
Real smart. Can't beat Trump though.
Former housing secretary Julian Castro.
What?
Huh?
Latinos for Trump.
Oh.
You said they're not going to be united. Oh, okay.
Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar.
Come on now. Don't nobody live in Minnesota.
Come on. Yeah, they do. Plenty of people in Minnesota. What you talking about?
Who
California
you know from Minnesota other than Prince?
Oh, you just took it from me. I was just going to say Prince.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
That's just only
so
2 votes, Tommy. We still don't have.
Well, he has who we knew.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, listen. Coming up, some closing remarks. Our last break of the day. Closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey at 49 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are, last break of the day. It's been a good day, good hump day, Wednesday.
I enjoyed myself.
Hey, dog.
Yeah.
Before you start, can I say something?
Sure.
How about them Astros, baby? How about them Astros? That's all I want to say.
Oh,
How
that's
about
good,
them
bro.
Houston Astros, baby?
Oh, that's good.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Go Stros!
Stros!
Come on, Stros. We
Oh, that's what
2-1
you
over
guys
the
call 'em.
Yankees.
The Stros.
Yeah, the Stros. Yeah.
Stros.
Go Stros.
Go Stros, go Stros.
Well, Garrett Cole pitched a great one.
All right, Steve,
Yeah.
it is time.
Hey, you know, for closing remarks today, you know, we was joking about the presidential debates last night and who we think has a chance of beating Trump and can anybody beat him and what we going to have to do to vote and turn out to vote and all of this here. But in all seriousness, whoever the candidates are, whoever they are, what's more important is who you are. See, the person of your choice or liking might not be sitting in the White House. The vast majority of people, or at least half at minimum, are not going to be happy with whoever the choice is sitting in the White House. I think it's a great deal more than 50% that's unhappy with the current resident of the White House. But then it's a shocking number of people who are absolutely perfectly fine with him being in the White House, which leaves me a bit disturbed because I just don't know how you can hear this type of rhetoric coming from the highest office in the land and accept this as okay. You know, there used to be a time where we would say, you know, we want our children to look up to certain people. You know, I remember a long time ago, you wanted everybody to know your neighborhood policeman. Well, yeah, that's crazy now. I remember when you wanted everybody to be friends and know the pastor. Well, the majority of pastors are good people. All the pastors are human, and some of them make huge mistakes. I remember when people used to point to the president as a person who should be of higher moral value and conduct than the rest of us to lead the free nation. Well, they changed that around with this last election. So no matter who's in the White House, half the people are going to be unhappy, at best, at least. So here's what I was thinking. Who's ever in the White House, I think that we should all turn our attention to ourselves, to our relationship with God, however we choose to serve him as a Muslim, as a Jehovah's Witness, as a Catholic, as a Protestant, a Christian, a Methodist, a Buddhist, whatever you choose to do. I think you all should turn your attention to your faith and your relationship with God and who you are trying to be. Everybody I know wants to be happy and successful. So in this upcoming 2020 election, you know what I've decided to do? I'm going to cast a vote, but guess what? I only get one. I can talk about it on the radio all the way up until November 2020, but at the end of the day, I get one vote. My vote won't change your vote won't change my vote. But all of our votes together, if we acted as a unit, could affect who sits in the White House. But once again, I thought that would work last time too. And it did. And then there's a little loophole called the Electoral College vote that got him in spite of losing by 3 million, 4 million popular votes. I've heard as high as 5 million. But no matter who gets in 2020, I have decided that I'm on my way to making myself, and all of us should consider this. We want to be happy and we want to be successful. So we should try to find a way, and we should start going about the business of making ourselves spiritually better people, physically make ourselves better people, watch your diet, start getting concerned about what you put in your mouth, start educating yourself to dietary restrictions that you need to help heal your body. We ought to work on our financial situation to improve it in ways that we can do. We should just work on being better people. We should work on being better husbands, better fathers, better wives, better mothers, better young men, better young women, better students, better employees, better entrepreneurs, whatever it is that floats your boat. We should focus on that, because if you put your faith in the White House, this I can promise and assure you, whoever gets in there gonna let you down in some shape, form, or fashion. I don't care who it is. You're going to feel the same way you've been feeling. At one point, like you got to get it together for yourself. And so since we got to get it together for ourselves, no matter who's in there, then guess what? We ought to start that right now. We ought to start making a pledge to become better spiritually, physically, financially, a better husband, better father, better wife, better mother. And form a relationship with your Creator. However you serve God, you should form that relationship and get that thing knit tight. So when whoever's sitting in the White House, when they get through making decisions that we have no voting power in and not keeping their campaign promises, and we look up in taxes and inflation didn't hit, we still got our faith, got our family, got our health, got our lifestyle, and we'll just keep on keeping on. Those are my closing remarks. That's how I feel about it. Drop the mic. Have yourself a good weekend.
Yeah. PV Homecoming this weekend, too.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.